Dear friends, my name is Mealy's Lukes, but you can call me Mella. All my friends know me by this nickname, and it's also my artist name. I was born as a completely healthy baby back in Soviet Estonia. However, fate had different plans for me as rhesus conflict was discovered a day later. It would have been fine if they had found compatible blood for transfusion, but they didn't. Neither did they have a car to fetch it. By the time I finally received the blood transfusion, the damage to my brain was already unrecoverable. Hence, I am not able to talk nor walk. I'm lacking fine motor skills. In my childhood I was an ordinary child and was treated as everybody else. The only difference was that I could not cope on my own. I could not walk, I could not talk, eat, drink and so on. I spent countless days in hospitals. I started to draw at an early age with a large felt marker. I sat on the floor and leant my right arm on my knee for support. It was pretty difficult and tiresome to draw this way, as I could not avoid unintentional movements. But I liked to draw. I drew my toys and I obviously had very vivid imagination. Besides drawing, I liked to type on an old-fashioned typewriter. I drew pictures on it, visually attractive pictures consisting of letters and symbols. These pictures were very popular with crafters and they used them as cross-stitch embroidery and knitting patterns. Although my childhood was pretty average, I could not say it about my education. I could not attend a regular school, as they were not accessible these days. I did not have a wheelchair for a long time and my parents used a baby stroller to carry me around. But I studied at home. Teachers came over to my house to teach me. This way I attended my 9 years of school. During the early years of Estonian independence I did not have the chance to go to high school, but this fall I'm going to be a student again and attend high school online. As I mentioned before, as a child I tried to use my arms and fingers like everybody else until I saw a show about a person using her feet instead of her hands. I decided to give it a try. To my great surprise, it was so much easier to draw with a pencil between my toes. It was also easier to type and even play the piano this way. Nowadays I only use my toes. I can use a mobile phone, tablets, computers, everything. Since I decided to use my feet, my life was completely changed. I can do the things I couldn't do before. For me, using my feet for completing different tasks is as normal as using hands for most of you. Since September 1993, I am a member candidate of Association of Mouth and Foot Painting Artists. This association was founded in 1957 to support the artists who are not able to use their hands and have to paint with their mouths or feet. The organization, situated in Liechtenstein, is actively publishing postcards and calendars with the works of members. It also has several branches all around the world. The number of artists belonging to this organization already exceeds 800 persons from all over the world. They are either permanently employed by the organization or on a scholarship. The scholarship is meant for educational purposes, buying the equipment, organizing exhibitions, and also for independent living. I like to paint the nature, water and the sea. Mainly I use oil paint. Finishing paintings might take from a couple of days up to several years to complete. It all depends on the complexity of the painting as well as my moods. I have had many exhibitions in Estonia, Finland, Hungary and Latvia. Art is my job, and at the same time it is also an opportunity to share my colorful world with other people. Working with brushes soothes my soul and will help to move forward with life even more positive. Besides painting, I am a very active computer user. Although I have been learning it all by myself, I know several programming languages, have my own server and a personal chat room. I am the official webmaster of Estonian Union of Persons with Mobility Impairment. Recently, I graduated from Tallinn Technical University's Think program, an internet-based study program. Thanks to the computers, I can communicate with other people with no difficulties, send emails, and learn through the internet. I am Managing Director and member of Board of NGO Think Estonia. In 2002 to 2003, the Center of Rehabilitation Technologies took part in the Pan-Baltic project Think Baltic Extension, towards handicap integration negotiation knowledge. This project was created to raise the education level of disabled persons and to make it easier for them to integrate into the everyday life in the Baltic countries. Starting from fall 2002, we arranged courses in computer handling, text processing, spreadsheet calculations, English language, career help, work law, document handling, accounting, ABC of entrepreneurship, marketing, project writing, Photoshop, Linux and HTML. The courses and seminars were mostly online. At the end of every course there was a test of knowledge. There were participants of all ages and educational levels from all over Estonia. The only criteria were a wish to learn and an internet connection. There were 144 entries. 56 of them passed successfully all courses and got a certificate about finishing continuing education courses at Tallinn University of Technology. NGO Think Estonia was established in 2004 as a follow-up to Think project in Estonia. We have two main directions. First of them is online learning with seminars. Our second area of operation is work and career planning. We need to take the quality of online learning more seriously, make info-technological tools more accessible, strengthen the cooperation with companies and work out a system to analyze competencies needed by disabled people. Today we also have a private educational center called Think Estonia. Our goal is to offer different exciting courses and fresher courses for disabled people, mostly in subjects connected with disability issues. Our educational center is also open to all others who want to improve their education. The content and scope of the courses are very general and suitable for people with different specializations and different backgrounds. We offer courses for young, middle-aged and even elderly unemployed people. We are also prepared to help people who already work, but want to raise their qualification for better starting position or want to study just for fun. We also collect donations for the project to offer scholarships to excellent volunteers with disabilities. In Estonia there are many people with special needs, who are not weaker in their skills than the so-called normal people. People with various disabilities can often be even more productive than others. They are more dependable and persistent and love their work. But they often do not have work or their salary is very low. To change that situation, Think Estonia started in cooperation with Estonian National Foundation of Civil Society a project of collecting donations. These donations will help to pay grants for some disabled people who have excelled in civil society. I'm also member of the board of a brand new NGO that organizes accessible cultural events. Last summer we held our first festival in Tallinn, where I organized an art exhibition. This year we collaborated with Tallinn Maritime Days Festival. So much about my different jobs. But believe or not, I have a lot of hobbies too. I like to practice line dance in my wheelchair. I'm a member of Estonian line dance group, Silver Wheels. In the line dance competition of 2012 in Lithuania, Trigai, I won the third place. I also had a weekly radio show, which I hosted with the help of text-to-speech system. This is unique in the entire world, because I don't know that anyone else who makes the radio shows that way. I've done a lot of interviews with different artists, scientists and musicians. My recurring theme in shows is disabled people and their problems in Estonia. I love my life and I do not complain. Life is unique and it must be lived well. It does not matter to me that I cannot dig the land nor weld, but I can manage computers and add some color to the world. This way I am useful to the society. I am an incurable optimist and I'm not afraid of difficulties. I do not tolerate people who are whining. Life is for living, not for complaining. Thank you, friends, for your attention.